I won't believe that Whitney and Chad are brother and sister. It isn't possible, okay? Their love is too strong.
Teresa, you really are the ultimate hopeless romantic.
Yeah, I am a romantic. Well, why does it have to be hopeless? I mean, why can't I believe in love without it being hopeless and pathetic?
Well, because you're taking a hopeless situation and you're trying to believe that it's gonna work out. I mean, okay, look. I hope just as much as you do that Chad really isn't Dr. Russell's son. Okay, but the clues are not in our favor. I mean, all the evidence points to Chad being Dr. Russell's son. Which means his relationship with Whitney is, well, it's hopeless. And they can never be in love, and they can never be together.
No, don't say that, Fox, okay? All right, I love Whitney. She's my dearest, best friend, and I can't even stand to think about her being so unhappy. This could devastate her, Fox. It could ruin her life.
Yeah. Yeah, it could. But you know what? I mean, she's young, and she'll get over it eventually.
All I want is for her to be happy. You know, to be with the man that she loves and who loves her.
I've always loved beautiful things. You, Whitney Russell. You are a beautiful woman. Very beautiful. I want the same thing for Whitney. Believe me. I want that more than anything.
Whitney, baby, don't worry. We'll work this out. This can't be true anyway. Just let me hold you.
No, you could be my mother's son. You could be my brother. No.
Liz, please, somebody help Eve can't breathe. Somebody please help my wife.
Eve. Come sit down. Come sit down. Breathe in. Breathe in. Easy. Breathe in easy. 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 Breathe in. Breathe out.
TC, you look like you're about to faint. Come on, come over here. Relax, relax.
I don't understand what's going on. I mean, what's happening with Eve? What's wrong with her? I mean, first she tells me that she had a baby boy. I mean, she didn't tell me what the hell is going on.
Try to relax, TC. It's all gonna be all right. It's all gonna be all right. You'll know the truth soon enough. I promise you.
I'm sure Beth and Louise are seeing her doctor now. I can't wait to hear what the verdict is.
You make it sound like Beth is on trial.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, she is. I mean, her credibility, at least. I don't trust her, Ethan. Beth is too good to be true. She is so supportive of Sheridan and Louise. I mean, willing to sacrifice her own happiness, a future with the man she has loved since high school so he can be with another woman? No. I do not think that Beth wants to let go of Louise. In fact, I think that she will do anything it takes to make sure she holds on to him.
But
just like Teresa did with you.
when? Faking a pregnancy? Isn't that taking things too far?
Look at what Teresa did to try to hold on to you. Okay? No, Ethan, I wouldn't put anything past Beth.
Who am I to argue with a woman's intuition?
And look, sweetheart, maybe I am wrong, you know? But we'll know soon enough. Beth can't lie to her doctor. And if she's not pregnant, Louise won't feel obligated to marry her.
Which is one less obstacle keeping him from Sheridan.
I must have outrun them. I'm gonna find my way home. Let me go! Please, let me go! Please, no! Get off me! Help! No!
Come in, Mrs. Wallace. I'll be right with you.
Oh, there's no rush.
Of course. Of course, you are in no rush because you're breathing your last breath as Louise's pregnant bride to be.
Thanks for seeing us on such short notice, Dr. Culver. I hope this test isn't complicated.
Oh, no, not at all. Please forgive me, though. I just have to finish this report and send it off, and I'm sorry no one was in the waiting room to greet you.
Yeah, it was sort of strange. We almost went home.
Well, I'm the only doctor here, and my nurse had to go out on an errand for me.
Well, we need to know for sure whether or not Beth is pregnant. Now, she took some home pregnancy tests, but, well, those aren't always accurate.
I'll run a blood test. If Beth is pregnant, we'll soon know for sure.
Did you hear that, Bethy? Dr. Culver says that a blood test is the most accurate way to tell if someone is pregnant or not. So by the time we all leave here today, we're all gonna know if you are pregnant or not. Isn't that great?
If Beth is pregnant, I'll do a thorough prenatal exam to make sure everything is normal.
Oh, trust me, there is nothing normal about Beth's little bundle of joy. Trying to pass off a pouch of sugar as a baby? There is nothing normal about that.
Beth, it's so good to see you.
Charlie, hey, it's me, Beth. What? You've been thinking about me. Good, because I really need your help. Okay, I need you to pretend to be my doctor. Yeah, I need you to tell Louise that I'm definitely pregnant. I'm not faking it. Please, Charlie. Okay, thank you. All right, now this is the plan.
Dr. Culver, I don't believe it.
You know, it's been a while since I've seen you, Mrs. Wallace. You know, I believe I heard you almost died recently. Boy, a woman in your situation has to be careful. Otherwise, the breath you're taking now could be your last. But don't you worry about a thing. I promise I'll take great care of you.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
How in the hell did it come to this? I feel like I've just been sucker punched right in the stomach. I mean, Eve had a baby. She had a son, and she didn't tell me. I mean, Liz, look at her. She's in so much pain. She's so devastated. I mean, why didn't she tell me? How could she keep a secret from me all these years and never tell me? Damn it, I'm her husband.
Deep breath. That's better.
Thank you, Julie. And thank you. Well, before, when you were trying to help me, but it's too late. Pandora's box is open. I'm gonna have to tell TC everything about you and me, the drinking, the drugs, everything.
If TC loves you the way you deserve to be loved, it won't change a damn thing.
I'm afraid that's too much to wish for. No. The truth is gonna destroy my marriage, my family. My husband will never accept my past, much less forgive me for it. And when he finds out that you fathered my son... Oh, God, Julian, you have to get out of here. Now, before TC kills you.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, you have
I
to.
abandoned you once, Eve. I left you to fend for yourself, to deal with our baby on your own. It was the single worst mistake of my life. I'm not going to repeat that. I won't leave you this time. We'll face TC together. Consequences be damned.
Thank you, Julian. But whether you stay or go, my life is over. Hey, you saw TC's face. He's shocked. And Whitney, did you see the look of horror on Whitney's face when she learned that I had had a son?
Whitney was shocked, yes, but she's a woman now. Why would she be so horrified?
Because I'm her mother. In her eyes, I'm supposed to be perfect. It never occurred to her that I would make that kind of mistake.
Don't people make mistakes? Whitney knows that. Are you sure there's not another reason that she was so upset?
TC and I have been making her feel that it's wrong for her to love Chad. I guess that could have something to do with it.
No, we can't touch each other, Chad. You could be my brother. God, my brother. And if you are, then
I know.
we made love, Chad. We made love. God, I could have made love to my own brother. Oh my God. What have we done? What have we done? Oh my God.
Whitney, we didn't know. I mean, how could we? No one knew your mom's had a son.
She should have told us the truth. She should have told us that she had a son. But instead, she lied. She kept this secret this whole time. And now it could ruin our lives.
Dr. Culver, it is a pleasure to see you again. I know everything is gonna be okay now.
Beth will stop at nothing to get Louise. She has Charlie Horse impersonating a doctor.
Precious, now you behave. Or all of that pretty new jewelry is gonna go right back to Shop and Drop.
Why did Precious get so upset all of a sudden?
I don't know, it's probably Dr. Culver's lab coat, you know, animal testing.
Merciful heaven. Things keep getting worse for poor Sheridan and Louise. Beth may actually get away with this bogus baby bit.
Louise, Mrs. Wallace, Precious, why don't you go make yourself comfortable in the waiting room while I perform Beth's examination?
I'll go with you.
Yes. Right. Why don't you keep Beth company?
I'm sorry, but I'm a bit old school. I prefer to examine my patients privately.
Sounds like Charlie's played doctor before.
But I'll make sure you're well informed of what I find.
Okay, Doc. Whatever you say. I'll be right outside, okay?
Thanks, Louise. I know I can count on you.
No, I know I said I'd help you, but I don't like impersonating a doctor. It's too risky.
Listen, we'll be out of here before you know it.
Is all this necessary?
Yes, I told you. A friend of Sheridan's started getting suspicious about my pregnancy, asking me about my due date, who my doctor is, and I tried to get out of it, but then, well, Luis was worried that I hadn't been to a doctor at all, so he started to think maybe I wasn't pregnant, and he wanted to make sure that I am, so he insisted that I make an appointment and he'd come with me. There's no way I could see a real doctor. Dr. Culver would know in a flash that I'm not pregnant, and then my whole plan would be exposed. That's when I remembered Dr. Culver doesn't see patients during this time of day, and that's why I called you and told you to break in here and open up the waiting room and act the part.
Yeah, okay. So, what now?
Okay, all you gotta do is tell Luis that I'm really pregnant. Give me a due date, some prenatal vitamins, and say everything's fine.
I'm not sure about all of this.
Hey, why are you pretending to have Louise's child? You sure you're not interested in him?
Of course not. It's just part of the plan. Remember, we talked about this, Charlie. You're You're going to help me get my revenge on Sheridan.
Yeah, the blonde bitch.
That's right. And once we're finished with her, there'll be one less blonde who thinks the world revolves around her.
You're sure that's all this is about? Revenge?
Of course. What else?
Luis. Are you doing this because you want Luis?
No!
Sheridan, what is it?
Nurse, we need some help here, please.
What happened?
I'm not sure.
I mean, she's been under a lot of stress lately.
Here, bring her in here where I can examine her. It's okay. Here, I'm just gonna check the pulse. The pulse is racing.
Stop, leave me alone.
No, Sheridan, sweetie, the nurse is trying to help you.
No, not her, them.
Who? What are you talking about, Sheridan?
Antonio, they took me away from you. They threw me in a pit and they took my baby.
She's talking about a nightmare she had really bad.
Sheridan, you're safe. All right, there are no clowns here.
I guess Sheridan must have seen these.
No.
If she was having nightmares about clowns, this definitely would have upset her.
Look, honey, those are just flyers, okay? They have nothing to do with your nightmare.
But it seemed so real. It was like I was seeing my future.
Hey, your future is with me and our baby, okay? I'm not gonna let anyone hurt you, ever.
You faking being pregnant to get Luis?
No, of course not. I don't want Luis. I don't want any man. We're just using Luis to get revenge on Sheridan. And then once we take her down, we'll get rid of Luis too.
You promise?
I wouldn't lie to you. Charlie, you're my friend. You're my special friend. We understand each other because we both suffered at the hands of blondes. We're just gonna use Louise to get to Sheridan because she has made my life a living hell.
Yeah, those blondes, they get everything. Like my sister. And she always made me feel ugly and unwanted.
Well, that's what blondes do to people like us. They take our dreams and they shatter them. But not this time. This time, we're gonna take Sheridan's dream to have a life with Louise, and we are gonna shatter it. First, we're gonna kidnap her, and then we'll take her baby and pretend it's mine. That's why I have to pretend that I'm pregnant. So when we steal Sheridan's baby, everyone will think it's mine. And then you and I can raise the baby together.
You and me together?
That's right. It'll be perfect.
I could make the crib myself. I'm great with power tools.
You are great, period.
All right, I'm in.
I knew I could count on you.
Oh, we're gonna get our revenge on the blonde witch Sheridan.
And I'm going to get Louise. Sorry, Charlie, but that's just the way it is.
I don't understand. I mean, how could she keep this from me? How could she keep something so important from me?
TC, I can't imagine. I mean, it's obvious that it was very painful to Eve.
Liz, I am her husband. Out of all the people in this world, she should have come to me.
Yes, I know. And I don't understand. I mean, if you were the father of Eve's child, you would be the first person that she would tell. Oh, TC, I didn't mean that the way it came out.
No.
What I meant to say...
No, Liz, you're right. If that baby that Eve had was mine, she would have told me. But she didn't. And if I wasn't that baby's father, then who the hell was?
I know you're in agony, Eve, but when we find our son, the truth will come out anyway. Now we'll just have to deal with it sooner than expected.
Deal with it? Like fallout from a nuclear blast?
It'll be a shock to everyone. No doubt, but in time, it'll be all right. And with the truth finally out, we can go public with the search for our son. The odds of finding him will be so much better.
God, I hope you're right. But I still worry about how TC and the girls are going to take this. Not just that I had the baby, but that you're the father.
Damn you, Mom. I can't even believe what a hypocrite you are.
Whitney, honey, I know it's a shock.
Oh, shock? Shock. No, shock doesn't even begin to cut it. You've ruined my life, Mom. You've ruined all of our lives with your hideous secrets and horrible lies.
Sheridan, it's okay. I'm here. I'm not gonna let anything or anyone hurt you, okay?
Those clowns, their faces.
Gwen, can you move those flyers out of the way?
Of course.
Thanks. You're just reacting to your nightmare, that's all. It wasn't real.
But it seemed so real. Her BP is elevated. That's not good for her or the baby. I want you to take her in the back, let her rest. Calm down. I'll try calling Sheridan's doctor for further instructions.
Thank you. We're all here for you. Everything's gonna be okay. Just remember the good news you're gonna get soon. I'm convinced that Beth isn't pregnant. That'll be one less thing for you to worry about.
You rest as long as you need to, okay? Remember, your baby needs a strong mother.
Come on, let's get you back. I can't help but hope that it's a mistake. Beth isn't pregnant. Did you hear what Gwen just said? Sure, Beth might not be pregnant at all. Think about that possibility.
I am, and I hope it's true, but I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions.
Well, all right, you're right, but well, we can pray that she's not pregnant. Well, if that's the case, then we can tell Antonia the truth about it, so we can finally be together. Please don't let Beth be pregnant.
I know what Louise is hoping for, and it ain't gonna happen. Because my wicked daughter is gonna make sure she is not exposed. Charlie Horse will lie for her. Will say that she's pregnant when she isn't.
I hope they come out soon. And Beth and Dr. Culver have been in there for a while.
I'm sure Dr. Culver likes to do a very thorough exam.
Hey. Well, so what's the verdict?
Now I have wonderful news, Louise. Beth is pregnant. You're going to be a father.
Pregnant my powdered behind.
Beth and the baby are doing just fine. Now, I've prescribed some prenatal vitamins to make sure the baby gets everything it needs, and I've gone over a diet and exercise plan for Beth to keep both her and the baby healthy.
Beth and the baby. I mean, I'm glad to hear that you and the baby are okay. So when's the due date?
Well, judging from my exam, I'd say around the end of the summer.
Well, that's around the same time as Sheridan's due date.
Really? Well, what a coincidence.
So you and Sheridan are gonna have babies around the same time.
I'm sorry. Louise, I know you were hoping that I wasn't pregnant. It makes things so much harder for you and Sheridan.
Beth, all right. I don't want you to feel sorry, okay? This isn't your fault.
Hook, line, and sinker.
And I want you to know that I promise I'm gonna be there for you and the baby, okay?
Oh, Betty. Charlie is chomping at the bit to chop someone to bits. And if you are not careful, that someone could be you.
You are my passion for life.
I mean it, Beth. All right, I'm gonna be here for you and our baby every step of the way, okay?
Thank you, Luis. And the baby thanks you too.
And thank you, Dr. Culver, for seeing Beth on such short notice. I'm glad she's in your care now. And I'm gonna come with her to all of her appointments now.
No, Luis.
No, don't worry. All right? I'll cover the bills.
That's so sweet of you, but
You're welcome to accompany Beth to her appointments, but frankly, I wouldn't waste my time if I was you. I mean, you have to wait here in the waiting room anyway. I mean, as I said, I don't allow anyone but the patient in the exam room. It leads to a more intimate and open relationship with the person I'm working with.
Well, as long as you think it's okay.
Things couldn't be better.
see, Mother? I told you, you don't have to worry, Dr. Culver. The baby is just fine, and so am I.
Well, I'm gonna go get the car. I don't want you over-exerting yourself now that you're, pregnant.
You are anything but fine, Bethy. And somebody is gonna have to stop you before you go any further.
No, Mother. No one is gonna stop me.
How could you do this, Mom? How could you keep such a huge secret like this? Live such a lie?
Whitney, I wanted to own up to it. And
Oh no, spare me. Okay? You know what? I think I see what's going on here. I know the truth. I know that the son you had wasn't Daddy's. Some other man got you pregnant, didn't he?
Is Whitney right? Dr. Russell, be honest.
This isn't coming out. Oh, no, no. All of the lectures about not drinking and doing drugs and abstaining from sex, and the whole time you had a baby when you weren't even married?
Whitney, please, if you just...
Do you realize what you've done, Mom? The pain that that one secret has caused.
Both of you, get a move on. I don't got all day.
I'm telling you, getting involved with my daughter is a big mistake. Her crazy plan, it's gonna blow up right in her face, and you're gonna end up with squat.
I won't. Beth explained everything to me.
And you believed her? You're dumber than you look, if that's possible.
You're a rotten mean mother. You know that? You're as mean as my mother was to me. Oh, telling lies about poor sweet Beth, try to poison people against her so she won't be happy. Well, you can shut your yap, you old crone. Beth and I, we're gonna be together. See, we're getting rid of Sheridan and Luis. We're gonna raise Sheridan's baby and live a happy life. And as for you, I'll get it.
That is one sick woman. You got that right. Charlie isn't just crazy. She's dangerous. If she finds out that Beth has double-crossed her, you know, doing all this to get Louise, Charlie isn't gonna be her best friend. She's gonna be her executioner.
I hope Sheridan's okay.
I'm sure she will be just fine after she finds out that Beth isn't really pregnant.
When? I don't know. I mean, Beth is showing.
Ethan, it could just be water weight. Maybe Beth had too many muffins at the book cafe. The bottom line is, I don't trust her.
Okay, Sheridan's resting.
Good.
Hey, you guys. Hey. So what'd the doctor say?
We're dying to know.
Well, Beth's definitely pregnant.
Hey, congratulations.
Nice. Yeah. Dr. Culver said Beth and her baby are okay.
Yep, I've got my prenatal vitamins, and I set up all regular appointments so we can make sure everything stays on track.
You're really pregnant?
Well, blood tests don't lie. I'm due around the end of summer.
Oh, that's incredible. You know what? Your baby's due around the same time as mine and Sheridan's. Yeah, speaking of Sheridan, where is she? Sheridan's in the back laying down. She saw something that really spiked her blood pressure. What would she see? She saw a flyer for the circus. With a picture of some clowns on it.
Clowns, you say?
Yeah, ever since she had the nightmare about the clowns, it was pretty disturbing to her. I guess seeing the picture just brought all the memories back. Was she okay? Yeah, she's a lot calmer now. The Lamaze instructor, she wanted her to lay down until we hear back from Dr. Russell.
Well, I guess you were wrong about Beth. Her doctor confirmed that she's pregnant.
Okay, I was wrong. But I cannot shake the feeling that there is more to this than we all know.
Gwen, what? I mean, you think Beth bribed her doctor to lie for her?
No, Ethan, that's ridiculous. I mean, besides, Beth doesn't have any money to bribe anyone with. I don't know. I don't know exactly what it is. It's just I don't trust her. Beth is too nice. She's too accepting of the man she loves being with another woman.
You are judging Beth because of what happened with Teresa.
Or maybe I see things more clearly because of it.
What's to see? She did not lie to snag Louise. Beth is definitely pregnant.
Okay. Maybe Teresa has made me more suspicious. Maybe I was too hard on Beth. After all, who else in Harmony could lie and scheme the way Teresa does?
It's gonna be great, Beth. You know, raising our children together, watching them grow. Now all we have to do is get you and Louise married. I think I should go see how Sheridan's doing. I just want to make sure the instructor contacted Eve. Okay, but don't forget to tell her the good news about Beth. You know, I know now that you two know you're definitely having a child, I think that'll really cheer her up. Yeah. You know, Beth, I know that you and Louise have had your issues to deal with lately, but I'm pretty confident that you guys are going to work through them. You're going to be together.
Well, we just got one nagging problem that we've got to get out of the way, and I've been working really hard on it. And if things keep going as well as they have been, the problem won't be a problem too much longer. In fact, it'll be eliminated for good.
What's with the box? More sugar for the baby? What's with the clown costumes? Halloween's months away.
Disguises. Beth said they were coming. Oh, man. Sheridan's never gonna recognize us when we kidnap her wearing these get-ups.
What do you think? Sheridan.
I heard you almost fainted when you saw those clowns in that circus flyer.
It was that same nightmare. Those clowns seemed so real. But you know, it was more like a premonition than a dream.
Well, everything's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let anything hurt you.
Oh my goodness, Beth. What happened at the doctor? Is she pregnant?
Dr. Culver confirmed it.
I was so hoping.
So was I.
God forgive me for sounding so selfish. If Beth's happy, then I'm happy for her.
Hey, it's not selfish. No, you're just being honest. I'm sure. I wish it was different too.
Beth is really pregnant. What does this mean for us, Luis? What are we gonna do?
Well, I don't know, right? But nothing's gonna stop us from being together. Right? I promise you that.
You two a couple? I don't think so. In fact, I'm sure of it.
I can explain everything.
Don't bother Eve. I know what happened now. It is so obvious to me, I can't believe it took me so long to see it. You had a son, and you kept it from me all these years. I know everything. Everything.
You were gonna use that thing on Sheridan?
I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out.
Figure out what, Daddy? My whole life depends on this.
I'm gonna go away with David to all the places that we were when we were in love together.
It's the night everyone waits for. NBC season finale Thursday. On Friends, 2 proposals for Phoebe.
Will you marry me?
This kind of steps on the toes of what I was going to say.
Plus, the surprise ending even we don't know. And on Will and Grace, everything seemed perfect until...
Hi.
This is my wife, Grace.
Leo never mentioned he was married.
You must be dying! Plus, an unforgettable ER finale. NBC tonight.